What's up, gamers? Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name is Jamie, and I love playing cozy games here on my channel. I do mostly make content surrounding Disney Dreamlight Valley, but occasionally I like to branch out into other games that are just as cute and cozy. So if that sounds good to you, I would love for you to subscribe to the channel and turn on your notifications so you never miss an update from me. I also sometimes pop up in a random live stream as well, and I don't always give notice ahead of time for those, so having your notifications on will help you know when I'm live and when I post new videos. Today I wanted to try out this game that I see everyone playing called InZoi. It looks to be a hyper-realistic simulation game, very similar to The Sims, which is a game that I love, and I've played that for many years, so when I saw this game I knew I had to see what it was all about. Even though the whole AI thing kind of freaks me out, the fact that this is so realistic is a little bit unsettling, but I really love character customization, so I knew I wanted to do a video just basically on that because I could spend all day on character customization, even when I'm playing The Sims. So that's what I have decided to stick to today. I'm working on creating a realistic Snow White. I thought that would be really fun, especially with the live action movie coming out recently, which we'll definitely be talking about a little bit. Now, I'm going to be completely honest. I did not come up with the idea to make a princess in this game all on my own. I actually saw a creator who goes by the name Bim Bam Gaming, I believe, do this. She's actually been working on lots of Disney characters for quite some time. She's a streamer that I found on TikTok actually, so I'll link her below in the description. Now, as you can see here, the setup for the character creation is much like The Sims. You choose the age, gender, body type, etc. I went with the teen age because I do believe that in the original story, Snow White is quite young. I really enjoy making characters in games like this, especially with this level of customization. You'll see throughout I'm able to change even the smallest details of her face. I started out in the basic editing mode and then switched to detailed, which is another similarity to The Sims. Don't worry, I change her hair and lips multiple times before I get it to where I want it, because it was hard to find the right style. And those are really key elements to this character if you ask me. I really wasn't sure if I wanted to pull inspiration from the original character or from the live action version, but I ended up leaning more toward the original character, giving her a rounder face and eventually very red lips. I also toy around with her eyes quite a bit because I wanted them to be those big round sort of doe eyes. I actually didn't even realize at first, but again, just like in The Sims, you have different looks that you can create for different occasions or times of day. I didn't get that far actually. I also had trouble with saving my characters. So I think in order to save your character, you have to set up your account and profile. I didn't realize that, and I jumped right into the creator studio and I started making this character. I didn't hit new game first. I just went right into the studio. I made this character, and even though I did hit save, there's nowhere to bring her back up. So I went on later to create an account and link to Steam and all of that. Now, there may be a way to pull this character back up, but I haven't figured it out yet. Okay, so back to my girl here. I wanted her eyes to look kind of golden like they did in the animated film, and I worked for quite a while to get her eyes and lips to look the way I wanted. What I ended up with here, I'm quite happy with. Her face ends up being a bit round, her eyes are big and bright, and I tried to capture that sort of small but pouty red lip. I think she looks super cute. It was tough finding a hairstyle that worked. Of course, I wanted it to be kind of curly but also short. And as we found out in the sad live action version, the hair is really important and not that easy to do. We definitely avoided the Lord Farquaad look here, which I'm happy about that. So for the body, there are a ton of things that you can customize. You can pull on specific areas or choose presets, and you can move these little bars to add muscle and weight. I'll spare you me messing around with her body too much because it just feels weird. For the outfit, I started off wanting to do a layered look, maybe a top, skirt, and cardigan, and just played around with the classic colors of her dress. The dress was also something I was highly disappointed in when it came to the live action movie. They changed the color and the sleeves of the dress, which made it just look completely different in my opinion. And the waistline of it was just not at all flattering for poor Rachel Zegler. They really had her looking crazy. So I decided to try to use more of the original colors, or kind of close to that. I did eventually switch to a dress. I tried a couple of different styles, but the Snow White color combination is so weird that it was hard to get a dress to look right. I landed on this dress that had kind of a similar style to Snow White. My only option was to change the whole thing to blue, but I was able to change the little strings in the front to red to match the bow that I put in her hair, which ended up looking so cute. I gave her these goldish yellow shoes as a nod to the yellow part of her original dress, and I gave her some cute gold jewelry too. I'm wondering if there will be more and more clothing and accessories added to the game. I imagine there will be. It feels like kind of basic at the moment, and I know the game is still in early access. But all in all, I think I ended up with a very cute princess here. I think I'll maybe make more Disney princesses if you guys are interested in seeing that. Let me know in the comments what you think, especially if you've had a chance to try this game. From what I'm hearing, since it is still in early access, it's kind of glitchy and unfinished, but I think that's to be expected. Personally, I think I just like the character building, which is what I always enjoy the most when I play The Sims. I could even try to make princesses in The Sims too, if anybody would be interested in that. I think that would be really cool. Or I can play around with like some Disney bounding type fashion. I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me today. If you did, I would love for you to give the video a like so it gets pushed out to more people. It really helps me out. Thanks so much for watching today, my friends. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you again real soon. Bye!